Hello guys, I welcome you to the tutorial series on artificial intelligence. Today's topic is predicate logic or first order logic. Myself Dr. Dibya Jyoti Bora. Okay, what is predicate logic or first order logic? In the previous lecture, I have already introduced propositional logic, and you have seen that in propositional logic, we can express those statements whose answer is either true or false. But what about the statements like this one? I love mathematics. Can we express this in terms of propositional logic? No, because here we cannot say that this answer will be either true or false. So to express this type of statements, we need an extension of propositional logic, and this is what predicate logic or first order logic. So in predicate logic, we have objects, we have relations, we have functions. Objects means anything like X, Y, human beings, animals, numbers, colors, words, theories, etc. Relations mean different types of relations like, unary relations such as red, round, is adjacent, or n-ary relations such as the sister of, brother of, has color, comes between, like that. Okay. So relations means it tries to establish a relation between two objects or more objects, okay, or with a single object also. Then functions like beginning of, father of, son of, best friend, third innings of, it, end of. So it expresses some functions. Okay, this function. Okay. Then there are two parts of first order logic, that is syntax and semantics. What is syntax? Syntax determines which collections of symbols is a logical expression in first order logic. You mean to say that, as you know, in language, we have some particular syntax that we need to follow. Similarly, here also we have to follow some particular syntax in first order logic. Okay. And semantics means, the meaning attached to that particular statement. Okay. So the basic syntactic elements of first logic are symbols, and shorthand notation is used to write elements in first order logic. Let's see some examples. Now, first of all, basic elements of first order logic are, constants. Constants means anything which is fixed or whose values are not going to change, like a, an, am, 2, 1, 3, Guwahati, Jorhat, Guru, cow, like that. Okay. Then variables like x, y, z, a, b. Okay. Predicates like predicates is very important terms, and I will explain about the predicates in which some examples. Now, currently just see these examples. Predicates are sister, father, greater than, like that. And functions, you already know that is conjunction, disjunction, square, square root, right side of, like that. Then connectives means, in the previous lecture also I have introduced the connectives. So this is the negation, conjunction, disjunctions, implication, double implication, like that. And then equality, this is equal. And quantifier, we have two quantifiers, for all and there is. These are the basic elements of first order logic. Now, atomic sentence. In predicate logic, we will have atomic statement and we will have composite statements also. So first, atomic sentence. Okay. So atomic sentences are formed from a predicate symbol followed by a parenthesis with a sequence of terms. So this is the particular syntax for that. This is predicate, and under bracket we have term 1, term 2, term n, and these terms are separated by comma. Okay. And suppose, as for example, Kuli and Keteki are sisters. Okay. Kuli and Keteki are two, very famous birds in Assam. So I'm giving the example like that. So they are sisters. Kuli and Keteki are sisters. So how we will express this in terms of predicate logic? So the predicate will be sisters. I am focusing on sisters. So this is our predicate. And who are exactly participating in that predicate? Kuli and Keteki. So sisters, Kuli and Keteki. Then Boto is a man. Okay. So here I am focusing on what? Man. So man, that is the predicate here, and who is participating in the predicate man? That is Boto. Okay, so Boto is the term here and the predicate man. Then these are the atomic sentences. Now coming to the complex sentences. You know, complex sentences are made by combining atomic sentences using connectives. Connectives that we have introduced in the previous lecture. So they are now being used for connecting atomic sentences. So in this case, see, Boto is a player. This one is atomic sentence. He plays football. This one is again an atomic sentence. Now we'll combine them with what? Conjunction, because both are happening together. So player Boto and play Boto football, because Boto plays football. Got it? This is the complex sentence. Now, as you know, I have introduced this predicate and subject. So let's see with an example again. So subject and predicate. Again, consider the same example. Boto is a player. You notice Boto is a subject and is a player. That is a predicate. Do remember this. And if you get to know that how this sentence is being framed in terms of subject and predicate, you can easily answer the same for all the given sentences. Okay. So Boto is a subject, is a player, is a predicate. Now, quantifiers. We have two quantifiers. One is universal quantifiers, that is for all, everyone, everything, and denoted by a symbol, this one. Do remember this symbol. This symbol stands for universal quantifier, or in mathematics we call it as for all. Okay. Then existential quantifier. Existential quantifier means this is happening only for some, at least one, but not for all. Do remember that. Okay. So for existential quantifier, we use this symbol. You see, opposite of E. So there exists X, or there exists X. And do remember these two important notes. First, in universal quantifiers, implication is used. In universal quantifier, implication is used. And in existential quantifiers, and or conjunction symbol is used. In existential, we are using conjunction. In universal, we are using implication. And these are very important. Now let's come to some example. Suppose I am taking this sentence, all men drink water. So for all X, man X implies drink X water. Okay, because this is happening for all men, so that's why I am using universal quantifier. For all X, man X is implying drink. Who drinks? X, that is all men. Water, water. Okay, so this is the predicates of this all men drink water. Now another example, suppose some girls are brilliant. Okay, so I'm not talking about for all girls. So I'm talking about only some girls. So we'll use existential quantifier here. So there exists X, girls X, conjunction, brilliant X. Okay, so again I'm repeating, there exists X, girls X, conjunction, brilliant X. Got it? So now some properties are there. Just go through them. First one is for all X, for all Y. This is similar to for all Y, for all X. There exists X, there exists Y. This is similar to there exists Y, there exists X. But for there exists X for all Y is not similar to for all Y, there exists X. This last one is important. There exists X for all Y is not similar to for all Y, there exists X. Okay. Then free and bound variables. What are they? Free variable is the one which occurs outside the scope of the quantifier, means for which the quantifier is not attached. Like this one, for there exists X for all Y, predicate, P stands for predicate, X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z are the terms here, but look at this predicate carefully and look at the quantifier carefully. Is Z is bound by this quantifier? No. So that is a free variable. Clear? Then bound variable is the one which occurs within the scope of the quantifier. Like this example, for all Y, there exists X, P, X, Y. So in this predicate, X, Y, Z, okay. So in this predicate, X and Y are what? Bound variables, and they are bound by these quantifiers. Okay. Next, now I am giving you some important examples so that in exam questions are asking like that. You will be given some statement and you will be asked to convert it into predicate. Okay. So first one is all small birds fly. So here I am talking about all small birds. So what quantifier will you use? For all x. And you know for universal quantifier, what symbol will you use? Implication. So for all x, small birds x implies fly x. Small birds predicate, fly predicate. For what it is, for which variable or term it is happening? X. And x is for all. Clear? Then next, every student respects his teachers. So every student, again happening for all. So for all x, student x implies respect is the predicate here. Respects x, comma, teachers. So x and teachers are the terms here. Clear? Then some girls play hockey. Some girls. I'm not talking about the all girls. So what quantifier we will use here? There exists. So there exists x, girls x. Again we will use conjunction symbol here because we are using what? Existential quantifier. There exists x, girls x, conjunction, play x, comma, hockey. Clear? Then not all students like both biology and mathematics. Obviously this is true from my own experience also. I love mathematics, but I have also taken biology, but I did not like the biological terms because there we need to memorize the terms. But in mathematics, we love mathematics because we have to rewrite the equation. We can rewrite the equation by ourselves. Okay. So just for example, not all students like both biology and mathematics. So not all. So it is happening for none. So I am using negation here. Negation for all x. Student x is implying likes x biology, conjunction likes x mathematics. This you have to very sincerely observe this statement because why? See, for this one I am using negation. So if negation is not there, this means what? Those students who are liking biology, who likes biology, is also like mathematics. But this is not happening actually. That's why I am using negation here. Clear? Then only one student failed in artificial intelligence. This statement is again very important. I am talking about only one student. So there exists x, student x implies failed x artificial intelligence. Okay, this statement will mean some student x artificial intelligence is not passed by him, failed. Okay, conjunction for all y, then negation x equal to y means x is not equal to y. Now student y implies negation of failed x artificial intelligence. Okay, so if you look at this statement very carefully, I will suggest that take a screenshot of this and try to solve it by yourself. Just I am giving you a hint that here what we try to do, we try to first find out those students who fail in artificial intelligence and who not fail actually artificial intelligence, but there exists some x is not equal to y for which this subject is fails. By that we can experience this only one student fail in artificial intelligence. Okay, so I hope this lecture that is about predicate logic is now very clear to you. Here we have discussed a lot, that is beginning with the definition of predicate logics and then objects, relations, functions, then syntax and semantics, then basic elements of first order logic, then atomic sentence and followed by complex sentence, and some subjects and predicates example with universal quantifier and existential quantifier, and then some examples to very clearly explain this universal quantifier and existential quantifier, and then free and bound variables, and with some more important examples which are clearly illustrated. Okay, so I'm coming to the today's questions, and today's question is you need to write a predicate logic for some boys sing English songs. I'm repeating again, some boys sing English songs. So you need to comment your answer. Okay, I'll respond to those comments. So guys, meet you in the next lecture. Till then, take care. Bye bye.